We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Very wise words written so many years ago, July 4th, 1776, the beginning of a new nation, our nation, the United States of America. Before that, we had a 200-year history with another country, England, Great Britain. We were colonies of Great Britain. We started out small, protected by the mother country, England. But we grew and became prosperous and became independent. And the colonists felt that they were not being respected by their mother country and not being treated equally. So they decided it was time to part. 56 people signed the Declaration of Independence. 56 people put their lives on the line, knowing that if their try for independence failed, if the revolutionary ended in disaster and the British won, these 56 people would probably be put in jail or executed. We owe great debt to our founding fathers, the people who had foresight of what a great country this could become. This is Celebrate Freedom Week, in which we take note of the sacrifices of the people that wrote the Declaration of Independence. You should read it over yourself. Panthers, we're going to begin our week with the Celebrate Freedom Week Declaration of Independence video called Our Lives, Fortunes, and Sacred Honor. A short video about the sacrifices that the signers of the Declaration of Independence made. You see, the Declaration of Independence ended with a statement that was signed by 56 members. They pledged their lives, fortunes, and their sacred honor. This video talks about what happened to the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Many of them had to not only pledge, but to use their lives, their fortunes, and some even lost their sacred honor. Then we'll go back on Tuesday and Wednesday to begin or to continue with Chapter 3, Early Humans in the Agricultural Revolution. So we're getting away from the Stone Age now, and we're entering the Neolithic or the New Stone Age. And the latter part of this time period is when early humans domesticated animals and learned to farm. And this was a revolution. The agricultural revolution was considered probably the greatest event in human history because now it allowed people to stay in one place and develop a culture. In developing a culture, they were able to develop rules, develop writing and reading. In other words, become civilized. Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll work in your workbook about this agricultural revolution. And then we'll finish the week with another video on Thursday and Friday about the Declaration of Independence. Remember when you're doing these worksheets to copy the answer down on a sheet of notebook paper if you don't have access to a printer, or print the PDF of the worksheet and complete the worksheet first as you're reading the workbook or watching the video. It makes it so much easier when you take the assessment. Have a great week, folks.